Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name's Gabi.
I'm Charlotte.
And this is a live stream Q&A. What was your question, Grant?
Starting off strong with a question from one of our own staff members about a Seltos.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I got lost seeing that handsome gentleman on the camera.
Grant, you can stand in frame if you want.
Yeah, but I'm 51. My days are gone of the beauty pageant stuff.
Well, don't be so hard on yourself.
You know.
Here.
I think you're very glam.
We're all working with a measure. Automatic wipers on the 24 SX. I'll get into this later.
So you're talking about the Seltos, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Have you heard of anyone having issues with that feature? I haven't.
No, but you have to make sure it's on auto, because if you have it set to off or just intermittent or max or low, it won't be auto wipers.
Yeah,
so the setting has to be on auto.
Well, that was a value invested time, so you guys, as you
Thanks for joining.
Hey, thanks for coming out, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
That was our first question. Now, typically on the last Friday of the month, we always do a live Q&A just to see what you guys are wondering for the channel, Kia, Hyundai, or just us in general. However, we missed the Friday, and we've been doing that for a couple months now.
Yeah. Were we missing the Friday or?
Yeah. We actually do the last Friday of the month Q&A on a Monday or something else.
But you know what? Today works out because it's actually the last day of March. So the last day of March Madness. Just kidding. But we want to sit down and we want to answer your guys' questions if you have them. So feel free to go and post them in the live chat. And if you're watching this after it's already posted and you still have questions, feel free to put them as a comment down below. We do monitor the comments, so let us know what you guys are thinking.
First question I see is, morning ladies, how are you? We're all right. How are you?
I didn't see the how are you.
Oh.
I'm doing great though.
Mine might be more refreshed than
yours. Is more relevant.
Got some good morning. So Paul is on, Eduardo's on, Christian's on, William's on, Laumania's on, Robert's on. Hello, it's good to see you guys all.
It's fantastic to see you all.
Morning from Denmark, even though it's evening there. Good morning / good evening.
I always love seeing where people are from.
Yes.
I'm always so curious. So
Ryan's on as well too. Hey Ryan. Lots of questions, you guys. This is crazy.
Well, what's some stuff that we can talk about? We have a couple of videos that we're going to film today that are coming down the pipeline in regards to some new product. What is that new product?
Can we share what it is?
Yeah.
The EV6, the refreshed EV6, including a whole bunch of new color options. Now, whether or not I can show the color options in the video,
we can't show the VPOG.
Yeah, we can't show the actual document. It's an internal document. But I want to see if I can try to find some photos from the internet of people that actually got their hands on these cars and just say, you guys, this is the color that we're going to get. But lots of new color options, which is exciting. Then obviously some major tech upgrades as well too. So a lot of you guys have been waiting for it. We're finally excited to actually announce what changes are being made.
And the best part is we also have pricing. Yes. So if you want to know how much these vehicles are going to set you back, we'll also have that information in the MSRP available to share with you guys.
Laumania said, just ordered my first EV, the EV9. Ooh, congratulations.
Oh my goodness. That is a fantastic choice. It's going to be so comfortable.
Christian asked, how's the weather in your area? So this past weekend, we actually had a severe weather warning alert. Now, it wasn't bad where Charlotte and I live. There was a lot of rain and very, very foggy. It's actually been very dark out. So right now it's 11:30 a.m. and it's really gloomy out.
Yeah, very overcast. It's like warmer, like it's about 16 degrees Celsius today, but it's very wet, so it's very humid, kind of like that muggy feeling.
It's sad out.
But you are starting to get that that nice smell of spring. Like I feel like that's
the
what
smell
I like.
of rain.
Yeah, it's rain on wet pavement.
The smell of earthworms resurfacing. I will say I have a friend who lives in Barrie, and they had horrible, horrible ice storms. So she was out of power for almost 2 days, and yeah, it's not so good over there right now. Barrie, Aurelia, just anywhere a little bit more north.
Iced over. Okay. Can the K4 hatchback release already? I'm thinking of replacing the Proceed with one. So nothing official has come from that. You know, we've kind of slated or are guessing that it'll be a year behind the K4 sedan. And it's just past a year of the launch or the announcement of the K4 sedan, but it didn't actually launch until later in the year. So I'm hoping maybe this could be the year for the hatch. Maybe? Maybe? Because it was announced last year at the, I just hit my head. It was announced last year at the New York Auto Show, which is coming up now in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So,
still waiting for the tonsil removal tutorial. Yeah, we're gonna have to postpone that probably till next fall. When
Gabby gets tonsillitis again.
Yes.
She gets it like 6 times a year. Is it
Um,
time to swap summer tires yet? In my opinion, yes. So usually once the daily temperature averages about 7 degrees Celsius or higher is when you want to flip over your tires. And that's because of the actual compound that the winters versus the summers and the all seasons are made of. It is differing. So yeah, I've switched mine over already. You haven't switched yours over yet, have you? No.
No, I need mine.
Well, your other ones are they bald?
No, but they're not good
Okay.
at all. Yeah. We're working, if anyone can recommend truck tires, all-terrain tires, that would be great.
Robert asked, when will the new Telluride be released? Again, nothing concrete on that. Now, we're planning on going to the New York Auto Show. We've heard that it's worthwhile on the Kia end of things to be there. So we're hoping for some new product refreshes or product redesigns are going to be announced. I am really hoping that Telluride is one of them. I am also secretly hoping that the K4 hatch is one of them, but I don't know if they're going to do a separate announcement of that from the K4 sedan. So like that's pure speculation. Like that's just what I would love to see, but I don't know.
As far as, oh, I lost my questions.
Here, do you want mine? We'll share.
I might be able to get back. I think it was, oh, I don't see it. Oh, Mark, any word on Tesla supercharger access for Kia? So it was,
Oh, the gimbal is gimbaling.
hold on.
We have such good luck with the gimbal.
I'm just gonna be here for a second. Okay. Sorry, you guys.
I saw someone say Telluride and K4 hatch probably, or EV5 GT. I don't know. So I don't think it would make sense to do the EV5 GT launch in the US because they're not getting that car. Right now, it's just exclusive to Canada for the North America end of things. But Telluride and K4 hatch, I would love. I would love that. I would be so happy with that. Oh my goodness gracious!
What's going on? Mark. So they were estimating Q1. So we're still in Q1 right now. Of
Today's the end of it.
2025. Today's the end of Q1, but nothing confirmed yet. As far as our actual vehicles that will be equipped with it, the EV6 refresh will be our first vehicle that will have a North.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Okay.
I almost slid and fell too.
Can we do you think we can just prop
That
it
would
up
have been
or something?
awesome.
What if we just propped it up? Like, do you want me to get a book? Or what if we leveraged it by using the chair and like put the other half on the chair?
What? I think it might be fine.
Okay. It smells fear.
Here, maybe I'll just answer the questions from here and hold the camera.
Oh, I don't want to do this by myself.
Hang on.
Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Okay. Let's see if this works.
I'm not gonna move yet. I'm just gonna be over here.
Yeah, okay.
We also got asked what shampoo we use.
What shampoo do you use?
I think the brand is Nexus. It's a drugstore shampoo.
I immediately went to Nexo, like the
The
hydrogen
Hyundai.
vehicle.
I don't know. I like to say my hair is rather soft.
Gabby's hair is very soft. I was gonna say something weird and then I didn't.
Someone just said I look tired today. Thank you.
Oh man.
That's always what I aim for.
You know what? I want to shout out Wayne right now because he said, "Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks." Thank you, Wayne. We appreciate that. Someone also said Gimbal left the chat, and you're correct. Oh. Okay, let's go back and see if there's actually some
Some car questions.
some questions now that we're over, hopefully, the gimbal problems.
No, I looked up and I wasn't expecting it to actually still be there. But
Yeah, me either.
do you sell only Kia cars? Kia and Hyundai. However, Charlotte and I do work at our offices based in Brantford, Kia. It's a Kia dealership in Brantford, Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy a car from us, it has to be at Brantford Kia. If you want to deal with Charlotte or I directly. Supercharger access. So yeah, still nothing confirmed on our end. Now I do know for the actual vehicles being compatible with the North American Charging Standard port, it will be the EV6. When we're getting our first one, I don't think we have a date yet, but like Charlotte and I said earlier, the pricing has been released, so we know we're getting very, very close to those cars arriving. I don't know if when those cars actually get here is when it'll open up for our past vehicles as well too, obviously with having the correct adapter, but still nothing.
Someone said your mic fell down on the left, but I don't know if it's like our physical left or if it's, I think it's you. Yours is lower than mine.
Okay, maybe that fixed it.
Okay, thank you. When should we see pricing for 2026 Sportage? Probably, what, spring? Spring? Or do we think fall? For
Sportage, I want to say late spring.
Yeah, early summer.
Yeah, which I would hope we get pricing beforehand, but when we actually see the cars might be early summer, even late summer.
In terms of the Ioniq 9, though, we are expecting our first units to arrive in April at our Hyundai store. So we are really hoping to be able to give you guys a breakdown of the trims and also the pricing, because as of right now, like none of that has been available, and we haven't gotten the internal product ordering guide from Hyundai yet. But we are hoping to do a full video breaking that down, similar to what we're doing with the EV6, the new facelift. Just again, trims, pricing, what you guys can be expecting. That way you can narrow down which trim you want to go and see.
Any news about a Niro facelift? So the Niro is slated for a product refresh very, very shortly. And that's something that Charlotte and I think we might see at the New York Auto Show. Maybe 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2 weeks we should have some sort of confirmation on whether it's happening now or never.
If not, we'll find someone, we'll ask them.
Yeah.
That's usually what we do, and they're like, but you can't put that online. We're
Yeah.
like, okay.
We'll put it online, but we'll just say it a little bit differently.
We say it's speculation.
Just speculation, you guys, that I may have seen with my own eyes.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, stay tuned. So subscribe, but stay tuned for that content that's coming up.
Jinzo asked, which is better? No.
Okay, we're back.
Which is better, the 2.2 liter diesel Santa Fe or the V6 Santa Fe? Neither of which we currently receive in Canada. I don't think we've ever received a Santa Fe diesel in Canada, but I would say the V6, just because we've never got the diesel.
Yeah.
However,
I love diesel.
part
I love
of
diesel
me
vehicles.
still wants the diesel.
I love diesel vehicles. I like the smell of diesel. I don't care that it's like gross and dirty and stinky. I'm like, yeah. I also exclusively think of Volkswagen.
Yeah. What's the date for the New York Auto Show, please? Is it the 18th of April? 17th? 18th?
Let me check my calendar. Hold on. Media Day is the 16th and 17th of April, and it runs that week. So I think it runs until like the 25th or something like that, probably longer.
The Mighty Run asked, any new incentives for the Santa Fe hybrid starting tomorrow? So that's something we'll find out tomorrow. So we find out the incentives the same time you guys do. We get sent a dealer email from, I guess it'd be Hyundai Canada in that sense, and that'll have the full incentive bulletin. But until then, we don't know. Sure, diesel, is this like a temporary thing because of the pregnancy, or is this permanent?
Listen, I didn't say that I was like huffing it. I just said I like the smell of it. I like the smell of gasoline too. I like the crisp. Oh, this is bad. I like the smell of the inside of like a garage.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's me oversharing on the internet. Why did they remove the memory seats from the 2025 Tucson except the ultimate trim? Such a small but important thing for multiple drivers. Yeah, I agree. I mean, in the lineup is memory seats really has always been on the more top trims. So like, I'm not surprised that we're not seeing on something like the entry level, but I agree with you. It's one of my favorite features for multi-driver households. Like me and my husband are definitely different heights. I love it so much. Yeah.
I know you guys get left-hand drive vehicles, but any word on right-hand drive? No, we do not get that. So the only time you'll see someone with a right-hand drive vehicle here is if it's an import, but none of our vehicles are produced right-hand drive here.
Have you driven a right-hand drive car?
No. I have been in right-hand drive cars. So a friend of mine has a Mark IV Supra from Japan. So obviously it's manual. And I just thought, so you teach yourself how to drive manual. Let's say you live in Canada, you drive a left-hand drive car your entire life.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that.
How do you train your left hand to oh my gosh.
He's got to be like ambidextrous or something like that.
I couldn't do it. I'll tell you that. I couldn't do that. So.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing to consider.
Yeah, drive-throughs too is crazy unless you have a passenger.
Robert's asking, will the Telluride have a hybrid option? We believe yes. Well, yeah, it's like confirmed.
Yeah.
What that's going to be, not 100% certain, but assuming it's probably going to be what we see similar to the Carnival, like the 1.6 liter turbo, would be my guess.
So I saw on a Reddit somebody spilled the beans that the Santa Fe for the next model year will have an ultimate calligraphy hybrid.
Woo!
So if you are, because I just saw a comment saying I'm upset that the hybrid Santa Fe does not have a 360 camera. So if you do value all the tech, you want all the functions, but you want the hybrid powertrain, apparently that will be an option for the next iteration of the Santa Fe.
So this just proves that Hyundai is listening. So
Yeah.
if we talk, not necessarily to us, but if
Voice
you
your
guys,
opinions.
if you guys talk enough about what you want to see, they will do it. Peer pressure in a good way. Because it's corporations. Okay. This is a great question. If you travel to the UK, what Kia and Hyundai models would you review?
Ooh, the Ceed, the Exceed, the Picanto.
I don't know if that's in the UK.
Oh,
EV3 is there right now, though.
okay, yeah. I would try to film that.
Someone correct me if the Picanto is in UK.
I don't know.
Please.
All I know is this time last year I was in Iceland, and the Kias I saw there were awesome. They were so cool. So
Some of them
cool.
were diesel too, yeah?
They had some diesels, but not things like that.
Yeah. The Stonic?
Oh yeah. It's actually very okay in Trinidad to drive right-hand drive when your friends was in, and one of your friends was in. What? Sorry. I'm not sure I understand that. What is the wait time for a Kia Carnival SX in gas? So I think that's going to be very dependent on what dealer you
Colors.
ask and colors.
And your flexibility?
Yeah, I know for us there's still a hefty wait time just because we have a good amount of orders for the Carnival SX, right?
But Carnival has always been one of those cars where we haven't had an immediate stock dealer supply. It's always been as they come in, and typically when they come in, they are sold because they were those pre-sold units.
Great show. One more question. Does the hybrid really kick in with fuel economy only after 5,000 kilometer break-in? So no, you'll start seeing fuel economy differences way
off the
before
bat.
that. Like right off, exactly. When you pick up your vehicle, you already notice your vehicle is sitting in EV mode for a majority of the time. You can really extend the amount of EV mode as well too, and it's always going to be more efficient than a regular gas car. Now, once you get past that break-in, could it be a little bit better? Absolutely, but you'll still reap the not EV, but hybrid benefits early on in your purchase.
Also, the more that you drive a vehicle and the more consistent you are with your daily driving, like say if you're just someone who drives, 30 kilometers on the highway and that's your daily drive every single day or in the city, the more that the vehicle understands your driving habits, it's going to give you more accurate range in your, what's the real name of it? I call it the gasometer. The distance to empty.
Yeah.
Thank you. So you are going to see a little bit more of a improvement there. In terms of accuracy.
That's actually a really good point. A lot of people don't realize that, let's say your car says 565 kilometers till empty on a full tank, but maybe for a month you're doing a lot of long distance highway drive travel. Obviously, not obviously, some people don't know, but cars perform better on the highway for the most part, gasoline vehicles. So if you're doing a lot of efficient style driving, not a lot of stop and go, sitting in traffic, you could actually fill up your car at the end of that month again. You'd probably be filling it during that month too. And notice that maybe it doesn't say 565 anymore. Maybe it's closer to 600, maybe even higher. That's because the computer is memorizing your driving sequence. It's guessing how long you can go on that single tank of gas based off your driving habits. And of course, that will change as you start driving. So if your situation changes, you're not doing a lot of highway anymore, now it's all city stop and go, you'll see that change.
Eric asks, does Telluride have a similar weight? What do you think of it compared to the Carnival for a family of 4 plus dog? So, okay, Eric, I'm a parent. So I'm going to say it actually depends on the age of your kids. You are going to have a lot more space in the Carnival, especially if you need car seats and cargo. The Telluride is going to be something that's great if you are out of the car seat stage or even in the booster seat phase. It's going to be really fantastic for you, but keep in mind you are losing a significant amount of cargo space with the seats being up. So if you need room for passengers and cargo, Carnival. If you need just you want the look, you want just the room, that's going to be great for the Telluride. Wait times are going to be a little bit less for the Telluride. However, they are manufactured in the US for the Canadian stock or the Canadian supply, so we could see a slight decrease in units that we're receiving this year. But that's not confirmed.
DTUK said, Gabby, driving a manual car and right-hand drive does come naturally. It's a more logical setup as the clutch is next to the gearbox slash gear shift. So I understand that. I totally understand it. Clutch pedal, I think, would make more sense for sure. It's just, let's say I imported a right-hand drive vehicle, but I've been living in Canada my whole life driving left-hand drive vehicles. If I had both cars and I decided I'm going to drive my right-hand drive one today, it's going to take me a lot of mental work to know that I'm not putting my car in drive, shifting through gears, whatever. With my right hand, it's all being done on the left side. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm right-handed. Doing stuff with my left hand doesn't feel right. Like I can steer and everything, but it would take practice for sure.
Yeah.
Probably like a good 10 minutes and then
you're fine.
Yeah.
And then you come to like the first red light and you stall.
I feel like it's more of a mental thing.
That's fair.
So it helps if you're left-handed too, lol. Yeah. Oh.
Who said Limp Bizkit sucks? I'm telling Grant. So lots of comments just about what you see in the UK and stuff like that. Yeah, I love seeing different types of vehicles. It's one of my favorite types of traveling. Scoping out like what the gas station situation is like. I don't know why. And the McDonald's situation. Seeing what they got.
I can't relate. I don't get out much.
Iceland. Did McDonald's have hot dogs there?
There was no McDonald's.
There wasn't?
From what I saw, no.
Oh.
There was a KFC.
Great.
Will Kia continue the Nightfall edition? So they may not necessarily call it Nightfall anymore. I'm finding now that everything with a blacked out appearance usually has the X-Line brand designation on it. But yeah, we are getting a lot of trim levels with all black accents.
That actually increased for this year. Like in Saltos and Sportage, we saw, the blacked out emblems and stuff like that too.
Blasphemy. Limp Bizkit's the best band in the world. It's all about the heat.
GT said, gotta remember which side of the road to drive on. That's the bigger challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. My dad has driven we were in New Zealand in 2019, and it took him a couple seconds to figure out turning and which lane he's turning into. Also, he would go to indicate a turn and he would flick on the wipers.
Hi, MG.
Hi, MG.
It's hard enough getting an automatic transmission car after driving a manual transmission delivery vehicle. I'd always mash the non-existent clutch pedal. Yeah.
Real. Thoughts on the new Hyundai Palisade?
I like it.
I like it. It's very, consistent with what we're seeing in the Santa Fe. So more of that boxy look.
I feel like I say this every time I film a Hyundai that has this kind of exterior design element. So Ioniq 5, Ioniq 6, the new Santa Fe. I love the retro yet futuristic appeal. And I don't know if you guys, I don't know who posted it, but it was a concept car for a new Hyundai EV. Boxy is so back. So very much almost like a town car.
Yeah, I know. It's been sent to me a couple times in my DMs. I can't remember all who. It's multiple people, but I know exactly the car you're talking about, yeah.
Gotta see if I can find it.
And it is sweet. You know what I hope we'll see, but I don't think we ever will in Canada, the Envision 74. Like that is such a hot looking car. I kind of hope it's not hydrogen. Prefer if it's just EV. That way we can maybe get it here in Canada because we don't have the hydrogen infrastructure.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
Not showing the camera the iPad photo.
Look how awesome that is. I would whip that. Okay, that's just a really cool car.
Oh my goodness.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Bring back. I always see memes of people being like, why can't people just make like a 1969 Mustang again? Like, well, it doesn't meet the regulations of the current road. But I always see jokes about stuff like that. I think it's really cool to kind of bring back the retro look of vehicles, but obviously with all the modern technology software and of course an electric powertrain.
The crumple zone.
Crumple zones are pretty good.
The airbags.
There's a reason why we don't make them like we used to.
Oh my goodness. I love Ford Enthusiast because every time they comment, they're always like, I love my Tucson. So Ford Enthusiast, I love you. I love that you love your Tucson.
But you gotta change your handle to Tucson Enthusiast or something.
I'm obsessed. What is the car that you're in? Great question.
Guess.
Okay, there you go. It's got connecting taillights.
So you know it's 2024 or newer.
And we'll also be reviewing this vehicle live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard today. So if you want to come back and hear us yap about this car,
You guys
please
guessed it
do.
right. Ryan guessed it right first,
All
but I
right.
think that's cheating, so we're gonna go for MG guessing it right.
Yeah. A lot of people are saying definitely retro. They love the boxy design. Totally agree. Why is the red interior color not available in Canada on the K4? Also, why do some of them have aluminum pedals and some do not? Speak of the GT Line Turbo Limited. So depending on where you are in the world, vehicles are spec'd differently. So we are in Canada, obviously. So we review the Canadian models, and depending on where you are, it could differ in terms of features based off of regulations, based off of consumer preferences. We see a high degree of variance between us and our neighbors to the south in the US. So that would more than likely be the answer. Yeah.
Hi, maybe you mentioned this, but any Sorento hybrids in stock? Not currently at this point. Now, as far as anything incoming, don't know off the top of my head.
I also don't know.
But if you are interested, like I said earlier, we're a real dealership. You can definitely get in contact with us. No pressure, but we can let you know anything that's incoming or what the estimated wait times are, depending on the trim level you want, the color you want, everything.
Are the EV owners going to be getting the NACS charging adapters like customers in the US are receiving? So they're going to make them.
Yes.
I don't know if they're going to be free.
Yes, that is something that is to be determined, but we'll certainly talk about it in a video once we do find out. I'm hoping we can talk to someone from the Kia side of things,
Yeah.
or even Hyundai side of things officially, and figure
We
out.
love trying to find people at these car events, and
Maybe I'll send them an email.
they like
today.
see us and they run in the opposite direction.
Like, oh, it's the girls.
It's like, ah! No, we love them. They're fantastic. All right, but we're at 27 minutes. That's probably enough for the Q&A. It's a long video for Q&A.
Ooh, quick question. What's the difference between a
Reach.
Kia and a Hyundai?
The emblem.
The emblem. Well, so it gets deeper than that. Of course, most of our vehicles, let's say you're comparing Santa Fe to Sorento, you'll find the powertrain's the same on both cars. If you're looking at the Santa Fe hybrid versus the Sorento hybrid, it's the same 1.6 liter turbo, all-wheel drive system similar. The size will be similar, but the styling is vastly different. And also what you get on the vehicles. So you can get a fully loaded hybrid on the Kia side of things, but you can't currently get a fully loaded hybrid on the Santa Fe side of things. So I definitely recommend driving both vehicles, researching them both online. But as far as the actual vehicle itself, they are the same car.
mechanically, they're going to be the same. It's going to come down to styling, like Gabby said, but also some in the lineup. There's going to be some vehicles that some have. Kia has a van. Hyundai doesn't currently have a van to match
They got
that.
a truck.
They got a truck.
Yeah.
So they have a midsize sedan. We have a compact. They have a compact too.
Yeah.
So.
They also have an electric sedan. We don't have that.
No.
So really, yeah, for some Hyundais, we have a Kia competitor, and sometimes we don't.
Yeah. Good answer.
All right, you guys, take care.
We will see
Brush
you.
your hair.
That's cute. We'll see you at 2 p.m. Please come back. It would be nice. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Smooches. Snooches.